Now let's dive into a quick demo. Welcome to the demo of CertPing. CertPing.net is a landing page for our B2B enterprise application. Every organization will have their own SSO URL after SSO setup. So let me just redirect to our SSO URL for our sample application and go ahead and click the login button. And upon logging in, you will land on our dashboard, which contains a summary of your organization on the CertPing app, along with a few links to perform critical tasks. Now let's go ahead and issue a certificate. Let's click on the certificates item in the sidebar right here. And when we click here, we can see the issue certificate button. We can go ahead and click on the issue certificate button. And the first field is the domain. Let's go ahead and enter a domain. And now wildcard or SAN. For now, let's just select wildcard. And we have to also select a DNS credential. I've already added the DNS credential here, but we will review this later in the video. For now, let me just go ahead and select this. And for certificate authority, we have to select the authority who will issue the certificate for us. For now, let's just go ahead and pick Let's Encrypt, but these other CAs are also available. Let's click on Let's Encrypt, and then we can also pick deployment targets, but let's do it after we issue the certificate for now. So let's go ahead and click on Request Certificate. And there we go. It's now the status pending. Let's give it a minute. And now you can see that the certificate is issued and active. And let's go ahead and deploy it. If you click on the deployments tab right here, you'll see a deploy certificate button right here. You click on it, ensure that this is the correct certificate. And if you click on the deployment credential dropdown right here, you'll see that we already have several deployment credentials added. For now, we can just go ahead and click on one of them and go ahead and give it a name and request deployment. And just give that a minute. And yeah, there you can see that the deployment was successful. And if you head over to the lifecycle, you can also see the lifecycle of this certificate. And the next item we have here is the deployments item right here. If you click on this, we can see a list of all the deployments for each certificate, all the requests and the ones that succeeded, along with the ones that failed. If you do click on one of these that failed, if you click on the failed deployments right here, you can scroll down and you can see the reason why this was failed, and then you can try it again. And after this, we have credentials. If you click on credentials, you'll notice here that we have three tabs up top. We have all, deployment, and DNS. So these are all the items that you see at the bottom here are the current credentials that are already added to our application. If you like to add a new credential, you can use these two buttons right here for DNS credential and deployment targets. So if you click on the plus DNS right here, these are all the DNS credentials that are supported. You can add the DNS credentials for any of them, And as for deployment, these are the deployment targets that are supported. And next is our discovery page. When you click on the discovery page, this allows you to discover any certificates that are already present on the client or organization infra. So here we can click on the trigger scan button, select one of these KBs. We can go with, say, this one, and click on start scan. So now it's going to scan and get us all the certs that are already present. Give that a minute. There we can see that all the certs present on that kiwi have been discovered and are presented right here. And next, we proceed to our phishing detection. Here we can add a domain. Let's go ahead and add a new domain. And we'll give that a minute or two. And now it's completed. And if you go ahead and click on this, you can see that there's no active threads. And it also gives you a list of similar domains for you to keep an eye on. And if you go back here, we can see that there are some other phishing scans that have already been run. If you click on one of the other ones, you can see that there's a lot of uh, phishing issues that are already reported here. This is what that would look like. And now let's quickly go over some of the administration items that we have here. So firstly, account, that just gives you information about the account and members. We see a list of all the members that are currently using this CertPing application and our organization. Feature flags. This is a concept that we're using to add or remove certain features for each organization as well. So as an organization admin, I'm able to disable certain features. So for example, if I do not want to allow any more new certificate issuances, I can go ahead and get rid of that. So if I just go ahead and click on this, sorry, this one, I go ahead and yeah, you see the issue certificate button just disappeared. And let's re-enable it and it's back. And similarly, you can disable any of these feature flags for any of these CAs as well, and they would just disappear. So for example, if you get rid of if you disable the Let's Encrypt CA, now if you try to issue another certificate here, you'll notice that the Let's Encrypt isn't present in the certificate authorities dropdown right here. Now if we go back and enable it again, there it is. And apart from this, we also have a support item right here where you're able to create new tickets and also track existing tickets. And now for a quick overview of our B2C application, that is at certping.com. And as you can see on the login page, we also have additional social SSO logins available. So we can go ahead and just log in with one of them for now. And once we do log in, you can see the dashboard and you can also see a couple of additional items. We'll get to that in a second. You'll notice that the certificates, deployments, credential, discovery, cryptography, all these similar items from B2B they also exist in the B2C application. And you'll notice that the phishing detection item also exists. You'll see that this brand protection and website monitoring are new. We will go over them in a second. But apart from that, most of these other items are pretty similar too, except there's a billing item here because now the billing happens through the application itself. Here's a review of the brand protection module. If you scroll down in the sidebar, you'll notice under Trust and Monitoring the item Brand Protection. If you go ahead and click on it, you'll notice that there's two tabs, Trademark Applications and Trademark Scans. Currently, they're both empty. So let's go ahead and firstly create the trademark application. You can click on either Submit your first application or New Application over here on the right side. Either button would lead you to this form right here. So right at the top, we have to select an attorney. Here's a placeholder attorney I have in place. And yeah, that's the only attorney for now. So it's selected by default. But if you have multiple attorneys, you have to pick one. And if you scroll further down, there's the owner information. So for the sake of this demonstration, let's say the owner of the trademark would be John Doe. And let's just go ahead and fill in John Doe's information here. And I'm going to go ahead and give my own email here. And some XYZ Street. You scroll further down. Now we need to provide information about the entity itself. So in this case, it could be a corporation, LLC, partnership, sole proprietorship, individual, a nonprofit, or other. But in the case of John Doe, it's going to be an individual. And the state we're organized, let's go with Illinois for now. And now further down, we have to provide information about the trademark itself. So firstly, we have to pick whether it's going to be a word mark, which is a text only, or is it going to be a logo and a symbol, logo or a symbol, or whether it's going to be a combined text plus logo. So for now, let's just go with a word mark only. So in this case, let's assume John Doe wants to open a coffee shop called John's Coffee Shop. And the type of mark in this case could be business name, product name, service name, slogan, or brand name, or other. And in this case, since it's going to be John's Coffee Shop, let's go ahead and pick business name. And then you scroll further down. We have to pick whether it's currently in use or it's intended to be used. So in this case, let's pick intend to use the mark to sell products and or services. And we have to also pick whether it's going to be products only, services only, or both products and services. In this case, let's go ahead and pick both, because in John's Coffee Shop, you could make and sell coffee along with maybe coffee beans or whatever else. So let's go ahead and here in the description, here's the description of the trademark that will be submitted to the attorney. So we can go ahead and give a description. I intend to open a coffee shop in Schaumburg, Illinois. That's enough for now. And further down, we have to pick whether the trademarks exist outside the US or not. So yes, the options are yes, I have trademarks registered outside the US. No, I do not have trademarks registered outside the US, and I don't know. In this case, I do not have trademarks registered outside the US. That's the one I'll pick. And we can also provide a website. If you already have a website, you can provide it here, but it's completely optional. But in this case, it doesn't exist, so let's just skip that for now. And before we go ahead and hit submit and pay, we have the option to preview the PDF. So when we click on this, we open this tab right here, and like a new PDF preview opens up right here, and we can review all the information that we've just filled up in the form. So this is what it will finally be submitted to the attorney. So this is your last chance to like review and make sure all the information is correct. If not, you can go back and correct it. Once you've reviewed all that and made sure that everything is correct, we can go ahead and click on submit and pay. And here there are a couple of like terms and conditions and a attorney-client consent form. You can go ahead and review both of these documents right here. And after reviewing it, you can go ahead and check it and scroll further down. After reading all of this, go ahead and sign the name, the full legal name, and go ahead and hit I agree and submit application. And here we're redirected to the payments page. And in this case, I'm using this. I'm doing this in the QA environment. So this is the sandbox Stripe sandbox payment. In this case, we're just gonna go ahead and go through the payment workflow. And yeah, once the payment is done, you'll notice here that it's marked as paid, and the total amount, the date and the time that it was submitted at. And you can click on download PDF and it would download the PDF for you, and you can view it on your local machine. And yeah, also once we have submitted the application to the attorney, we also go ahead and automatically create a trademark scan for this trademark as well. So you'll notice here that trademark scan was created and it was run, and we've noticed that there's no trademark conflicts found. And yeah, that's a quick review. If we'd like, we can also go ahead and delete this one, delete this trademark scan, and create a new one, like something like in the likes of, say, Apple. And we go ahead and click scan here. It's going to take a minute. And once it does its thing, we'll notice that it's a high risk and there's a lot of trademark conflicts, as there should be. And now we can head over to the website monitoring module, and we can go ahead and click on the add your first website, give it a name and the URL. And go ahead and click on add website. And as you can see, websites are checked automatically every hour. Add website. And you can see that as per the monitoring, it's online. The monitoring is online right now. And yeah, so this basically gives you the uptime of the application of this website. And it gives you a bunch of stats right here. But since we just added it, it wouldn't show up. We'll take a look at it in a little bit. And now you see the sum data. You can see that the availability is 100% and the average response time, incident 0, check interval 1 hour, and yeah, there's only been one check so far, so there isn't a lot of data, but you can see a sample as to what you might see when there's more. And finally, as for billing, uh, you'll notice that we have currently two different plans. One is the free plan, which has certain quotas for each module. And beyond that, you have the pay as you go. So you only pay for the features that you do use. And with that, we conclude our demo. Let me just sign out really quickly. And thank you.